Good morning, third graders. I hope your IXL math went well this morning. Right now, we're going to switch gears to measure things, to measure items in our house with non-standard measurement. Many years ago, maybe 1,000 or more years ago, maybe 2,000 years ago, before people could agree on how to measure things like inches or feet or yards or meters or cubits, they had to use other kinds of measurement. We're going to revisit some of those days of yore and measure things today with household objects. First thing you need to do is think about things in your house that you could use to measure with. So you want things that are not too big, not too small, not too sharp. You do not want a knife today to measure with. Things that are heavy and difficult, maybe a hammer, a bike wrench. No. Pick something that works for you. So I have a dog toy, a baseball card, guitar pick, an old iPod, a pen that's my actual toothbrush, a match, and a postcard from California. So I'm going to use the postcard from California. So again, pick something and you already have. You don't go out and buy it or don't order it from Amazon. Pick something that you have in your house that is easy to carry, portable, won't hurt anything, including yourself. Something like a postcard. So there's my unit of measurement, a postcard. A postcard I got from Bodega Bay, California, where I went to visit once a long time ago with my family. A very famous movie is based there, The Birds by Alfred Hitchcock, but that's not really about that important or about what we're doing today. So the first thing you got to do is pick something that you're going to go measure things in your house with. Again, something safe, portable, light, something you can use, and if you break it or lose it, it won't be the end of the world. On a notebook paper, just write unit of measure. That is the thing you're going to use to measure. That's the unit. Once you decide on the unit, just write it down on your notebook paper. Okay, now that you got your unit of measurement, in this case for me it's the postcard, I need you to think of 5 things that you can measure in your house safely and without getting hurt, without standing on a ladder, without hanging from a chandelier. What are 5 things you can measure in your house with your new unit of measurement? One of the things I'm going to measure is how tall my refrigerator is. Another thing I'm going to measure is how wide across is my television set. Instead of how tall it is, how wide across it is. I have these big speakers, and I'm going to measure how tall they are. How many postcards tall? This is my new guitar. I'm going to measure how many postcards long it is. This is the front door of my house. I'm going to measure how many postcards high or tall the front door of my house. So think about what you're going to measure before you get started, but once you've thought about it, it makes sense, then write them down on the same paper. So there's my postcard. There are the 5 things I'm going to measure. Now I'm going to go measure, but I'm going to measure with a postcard. There's my guitar, postcard number 1. So right at the edge of the guitar. Okay, my first postcard at the end. I'm going to use my finger to mark the edge of the postcard. Okay, try to be accurate here as best you can. Don't worry about it too much. Leave my finger there, move the card, move it back to where my finger was, and there's my second postcard. Third postcard. Fourth postcard. Fifth postcard. Sixth postcard. And there's my 7th postcard. Goes all the way to the end of my guitar and a little over, but that's pretty close to 7. So that is how many postcards long my guitar is, 7. So now I know how long my guitar is in postcards. It's 7. So I just go write that down. That's the answer. That's where I put it on my sheet. Notice my labels. Here's my items. There's my unit of measure. There's the amount of them. And I'm going to go back and do the rest of these now. Okay, I'm back. I just went out and did what I hope you do, which is to measure your 5 things with your unit of measure. So I measured my refrigerator, I measured my television, I measured my speaker, and I measured my front door. Okay? And again, probably makes sense that my door, you would think, would be the tallest thing on here, and it turned out it was. And my speaker was the shortest thing, and there it is, 6. So 2 speakers is as tall as my front door, I'm just noticing. So you can make your own kind of, patterns here and what you're seeing. But let's start from the top. You're going to pick a thing in your house to use to measure other things. You're not going to use a ruler. You're going to use an item that is safe and not your favorite thing ever. Then you're going to pick 5 things in your house that are easy for you to get to. If you need help from a taller person or an older person and they're willing to help you, great. But you should be able to do things on your own. Pick something that's not too big, not too small, and that's safe. And then you label your sheet. What's your unit? What are your 5 things? And then how tall are they using the unit that you picked, whatever that unit will be. Good luck. I look forward to seeing your creativity and your submissions and your talent for measuring. Thanks so much. I miss you all very, 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 very much.